Hey, video 3 is going to be about word problems. How do you solve word problems? And I know a lot of us feel like, ugh, word problems are not my friend. I like how the author organizes this in a little table. So the diameter of the Earth is 828 kilometers less than twice the diameter of Mars. Okay, so they put in words over here. Diameter of Earth is really important, right? In math, is usually means equal. Okay. Uh, 828 less than, right? So we're going to probably see subtraction here. Less than means subtract twice the diameter of Mars. So 2 times whatever the diameter of Mars is, right? So it's like 2 times Mars. So it seems like the variable we'd like to use, because it does say, right here it says, what is the diameter of Mars? It kind of makes sense to let, some variable be for Mars. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let M, or the author does, be the diameter of Mars, since that's kind of what we're trying to find, right? It says find the diameter of Mars. And so right over here, 828 less than twice Mars would be 2M, and subtract 828 from it. So 2M minus 828, and there's the is being equals, and then they tell us the diameter of Earth is 12,756. So from here, we're gonna solve that equation, right? So let's see if I can get rid of the box that's in our way. And if you can set up the equation, then I think you feel like, okay, I can do the rest of this, right? We're adding 828 to both sides, right? 828. And so that gives us what? 14, 1, 6, 8, and 15, 1, 3, 13,584 is equal to 2M. Then we're going to divide both sides by 2, right? So M is going to equal 2 goes into 13 6 times. Carry the 1, it's going to go into 15 7 times. Carry the 1, it's going to go into 18 9 times. It's going to go into 4 2 times. So if that makes you uncomfortable doing the arithmetic in your head like that, then jam it into Desmos. Okay, I didn't want to spend a lot of time going over that, but I want to spend a lot of time going over number 10. 10's a tricky one. Okay, so let's zoom in and let's see what we can set up here. Okay, so let's set up a little table. All right, so my table might look like this. It said, let's put some words. Okay, words. What are the words that we see? And it says the length is twice width. So length is twice width. Man, I hope I can make this clear for you. Twice width. Now, guys, look, this is something that a picture would really help us out with. So let's draw something that kind of looks reasonable here. Let's try to make something that looks like the length is twice the width. Okay, so now we're gonna designate a variable over here. So my variable, I think I'm gonna use W. So W equals the width. Okay, so let me put a W right up here. Now, doesn't that mean that if this is the length over here, right, the length, isn't it twice as big as this over here? So isn't the length, because it does say that the length is twice the width, doesn't it? So down here, I'm going to try to write, what are the words that the author used here? Let me look back over here. It said, write an equation. Okay, so here comes my equation now. All right, so my equation is going to be that the length is twice the width. Okay, so I didn't write the whole word out because I'm saying W equals width, right? But you remember what it was asking us about? It said something like, find the width if the perimeter is 60. I haven't really included that yet in my table here. Like, how do I fit that in my table? So what I'd do is I'd come back here to my drawing, and I would say, okay, what is the perimeter? It's the width plus the length plus the width plus the length, right? So it's really like, I know some people like this formula, 2 widths plus 2 lengths, right? Because there'd be a length here and there's a length down here that are equal in a rectangle. So you have 2 W's and you'd have 2 L's. but I don't want my formula to have, 3 different letters in it. Oh, wait, I know that the perimeter is 60, right? So I'm going to substitute 60 in for perimeter. So I get 60 equals, but I still don't want W and L over here. So is there something I could substitute for L? Yeah, sure. Look, L is equal to 2W. So I get 2W from 2 widths. There's a width here and a width there. And then I get plus 2 times, well, each L is 2W. So I get two Ws right here. So I got to do, I guess, multiply here. I was going to say distribute, but it's really just multiplying one set of numbers here. So 2 times 2 is 4, right? So we get 4W, and we get 2 W's here, and that's equal to 60, okay? And then we add these two together like terms, right? So I get 6W is equal to 60. And now maybe you can just do a look inside. 6 times what is 60? Oh, W is 10, right? Or you divide both sides by 6. So we found our width. Let's reread the problem. Does it say we're supposed to find the width? Yeah, okay, so select a variable and an equation for finding the width of the rectangle. So here's my equation. I found my width. And they're going to ask you those kind of questions. So I hope I made that clear. Good luck on the homework.